This is the Heartbeat of Lagos, the Beat 99.9 FM. My name is Nicole.
And my name is Maiwa.
And we have a very, very special guest in the building. But you knew that. Sorry, I just had to.
Oh, man, she stole my line.
Hi, Ladipoe.
What's going on, Beats FM? It's good to be here right now.
It's good to have you here.
Great to have you. Welcome back, because this is definitely not your first time. But a lot of great things are happening for you right now.
Yeah.
I guess the very first question I should ask you is, where have you been?
Where have I been?
Where have you
to
been?
be honest, I know recently I've been seeing a lot of things online, billboards saying that where have I been? Have I dropped music? Like demanding this and demanding that. It's so crazy to me because I've been around, I was on Overdose, I was on Wonder More, I was on UG's new song, but it is true, Sha. I haven't dropped a song of mine in 360, I think it's 369 days. I mean, now, obviously, we dropped the song.
Who's counting?
When we dropped Guy Man, I think it was 368. So,
Like
yeah, 1 year, whole year.
Why?
Yeah.
That's the first question I got.
I mean, to be honest with you, it was the function of good things. I was traveling, I was touring, I was moving up and down, I was doing things. And I've realized that this game is very interesting because you learn new things. I was still working on the balance between traveling, recording, and living life, being a human being. So when I touched down in Nigeria, the first song I recorded, I dropped it, and that was Big Energy. Boom. Then I was out again. I think we visited 10 countries in 12 months.
Oh, yeah?
So now I'm back. I've been around, I've been recording, I've been making more and more music, and it's tsunami season.
Nice. What countries did you visit while you were away?
Whoa, where did we touch down in? I know we went to Rwanda, I know we went to Uganda, I know we went to Kenya by mistake. We got stuck there.
By mistake.
And we were on our way somewhere else, and we got stuck in Kenya. And I actually really can't wait to do a show in Kenya. We went to Zimbabwe, Tanzania, where? Australia. Australia is the furthest I've ever been from my home country.
Crazy.
And it's just amazing that the music is taking us all these places, so I feel very grateful. And as a result, music didn't come out. Now all of a sudden, there's kidnappings and there's threats to my safety.
I saw that. So I love the fact that Ladipoe is very much in his content bag. You dropped the one video on your social media where one of these Instagram skit makers kidnapped you.
A guy called the Lifeline General who leads a group called the LOL, or is it the Lifelines of Life? But it was pretty much my audience base, my core fan base telling me that, hey man, what's up? And the thing is, you want to give people the opportunity to brag. You represent a lot more than you know. And that's why that supply of music, because that's the conversation. That's you talking to your audience base, and then when you don't talk for a while, people start to wonder where you at. So I'm happy. Guy Man is out right now. I'm very proud of that record. I wanted to do something that when they press play, people be like, wait, hold it. That's the kind of song I wanted to drop, and I feel like we've done that. Shout out to Bella Shmoda.
Definitely. So this song, Guy Man, it's not the typical Ladipoe we know. Because personally, when I think about Ladipoe, I think, I don't know, obviously a rapper, but soft boy vibes.
She likes that sweet stuff.
I do. I can't
that
help
Yoruba
it.
Samurai, that falling. Yeah, I like that.
But why did you decide to give us a different side of yourself this time?
A lot of times when I drop music, it's when I'm lucky, I capture a song that represents my energy. That's why Big Energy came out. I started the year on tour with Fireboy. We got more than a couple of nominations. We're traveling, so I felt that energy. So that's what I put into that record. Same thing with Feeling, same thing with Running, especially. So I think that Guy Man captures the energy that I'm on. When I go in the studio with Reward, who produced the beats, I was like, look, I don't want the energy to dip from the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
I want that energy to be consistent because it's what I also want to. This is the energy I want the fans, my audience to be on. That kinetic energy. And so when we heard the beats, I was vibing off the beat for weeks just because alone it was crazy. And then the verses came. And then it was looking for who's going to be the one to kill it. Right. And, Bella Shmurda just has that perfect balance, and he brought some authentic energy to it, that's what he's saying on the hook is to me it's infectious, so I'm really proud of that song. All of us involved in making that record, we can be proud of this one, and it's a banger.
Listen, absolutely love it. I mean, the first time I heard it, I was like, yeah, this is Ladipoe. And this is the person that we've been looking for, the couple of months. But you say you've been traveling for almost a year.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been going from different city to different city. What's it been like, and which city has been the latest? Because I know a bunch of artists come here. And they're always like, Brazil is always like...
I've not been there.
Yeah.
I've not been there. I can't wait to go. I can't wait to go. Ah, man, I was in Vegas. Vegas was live. I was in LA. Vegas was live.
Is that for the Grammys?
That was... When was the Grammys? The Grammys, was it this last 2022?
I think it's 2022.
Yeah.
Well, then March or April or something like that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then I went back to Vegas for Shop Vegas, me and Ira. That was very funny because Ira wasn't old enough to she's not drinking age.
Yeah.
So at the time. And so like when she performed, she had to go straight to the office of like the manager because she cannot be like in this space where alcohol is being served. They were really, really strict. So it's literally stage and back to prison, so yeah, that was funny. But Vegas was lit, man. But I also think we went to Mwanza, we were in Dar es Salaam. There's some lit places we went to. It's very hard to pick, but I think like, look, Mario, let me tell you something, man. This is like one of the biggest things of doing this thing. Is that you get to like travel and go to different places you've never been, and people know your song.
Facts.
You have to think about it from when you first started. From when I used to come to Beat FM and they might not play my record, and I would just be happy that at least we got into the room, and to the fact that we're traveling to Australia.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What?
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Bro,
it's crazy.
Let's talk about like when you first started, because I remember the first time I heard you was all the way back in 2016.
Yeah.
And it was the Who You Ep record,
man.
the remix with where you did a cover with that.
Yeah, Who You Ep.
I mean, like, who is this?
Yeah, and this Who You, as far as concerned, that was the best verse. Because the first one was, now I know more. He already picked Wande Cole, and who was on the original track? I think it was Fino or something like that. Yeah. Or before he did the chat, now that I'm an artist out there, I know the game. Right. He had already picked those ones, did the challenge to kid up the streets. Mm-hmm. I was out there dropping a verse for my life, thinking Olamide, see me, pick me, but that's the energy that has propelled me to, to continue. Is the belief that, I know I'm not crazy. I feel like this is dope, and I feel so good doing it. And one of the biggest achievements I think of any artist is not the car, it's not the house. Those things do come if you're lucky, but it's the fact that you can earn from what you do. Because you are told that every opportunity that it doesn't work and it won't work. So the sense of validation is crazy. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, that is so fantastic. One thing I love that you're a part of is the Maven Family, because that is what you guys are. It is a huge family. So ever since you guys dropped the collaborative album, like you said, you featured a lot. Chapter X, a lot on that. Are we going to see any more collaborations with you and your bros and sisters?
For sure. I think, the label, that's the best part of it being a label, is that, the human beings behind it are generally cool, and we all want to see each other like succeed. And I think that is something that you'll see more of. Chapter X was mind-blowing to me because I remember entering Maven saying to myself, one thing I know I won't do is be on a family song. It was one of the first things I told myself, and here I am now. Like, out of everybody, I think I was like the second most featured person. But
why did you say that?
Because I just, I came in, I had a very different sense of like my artistry and who I was. I didn't see myself really fitting with anybody else. I thought that it was very, and not different in better, but like different in how will I fit.
Right.
Maven and I partnered because we both had this idea of where we are at. We don't just see ourselves here, we see ourselves there. Mm-hmm. And that's why we really connected. Maven wanted to go global. They wanted to diversify and go global. I did too. Mm-hmm. And so, but still, I felt like our sounds were kind of world apart. So how do we connect that? And it took time, but we figured it out. And so, man, I saw the family music. I was like, I just don't see what will I see on Dorobuchi? What would I see on Lukuluku? So that's how I was like, nah, miss me with that. Yeah. But look at, fast forward and like, we're doing Overdose, we're doing One Damn More, but I'm still maintaining the things that I love to do. And I think that's one of the things that's blessed my career, is that even on this song with Bella Shmurda, even with the kind of intensity of the beat, it's Ladipoe that's rapping. 100%. You don't miss that. You don't think for a second, Baba don't. It's there, and I think that is a blessing in a career. I think the biggest curse is for your song, a song you don't believe in or love, that doesn't represent you, to blow, and then now you have to keep performing that song. That's like, to me, it's the worst.
True. I feel like you're the sort of guy that's like really picky when it comes to like features or collabs. And I'm sure you must get a lot of like requests to hop on your song. So like, what are the things that you look for before you can like decide that, okay, yeah, I'm going to jump on this?
Well, I really have to feel like a sense of, even if we're not friends, there has to be the wall can't be up. I can't sense that the wall is up and we're still in the forming stage for one another. Like, we're not really talking. You know, if I feel like that's the P, it's not the collaboration. I know it won't work. And it's more like, I think it's less like, it's not like I know. I just, in my interactions, I have a sense that, it'd be nice to work with that person. And I trust that sense. One thing I really trust is I trust my taste. I trust that a lot. I rely on that a lot. And I feel like when the idea pops in my mind, I go, it's like a spider sense. Yeah.
So if someone is out there listening to you right now, I'm like, oh my God, I have the perfect verse for Ladipoe. I have the song. How can they reach you?
How can they reach me? First of all, tweet at me, but most importantly, hit us up via email and send the link. Like, that whole thing is, I have the... Let's hear it now. Let's hear it. And if we hear it and we like it right then and there, we're going to message you back. Yeah. But when you do that whole, get back to me, I'll send, okay. Yeah. No wahala.
And you're always open to like collaborating with like very, very up and coming people.
I mean, one of my favorite songs right now is Inofi Be Me and Ladipoe. You know, I really like that song. And, you know, Ladipoe is somebody that is breaking doors down bit by bit. So yeah, for sure, that is always an experience for me. To do, and also because of how I came into the game through Brotherhood. I'm lucky. I didn't come in through a contract that was trying to rob me of my life. You know, so I came in with Brotherhood, so I extend that same energy.
Yeah. No, that's great. So you've released this single, Guy Man. First of all, let's take it back to this listening party you had. I want to give a shout out to myself. Ladipoe played this little game, and definitely I have to like shout myself out. You played this game, yes, and
yes.
You were like, oh, people have to like guess the name of this song, and how many people got it right?
Actually, she's the only one that got it right.
I
was even wondering where Nicole was going with this.
I know.
I was like,
people were like, they were like, did you sneak into his room? I'm like, what happened? I was like, whoa.
Yeah, she got it right. Like, so the thing about Guy Man, like, I feel like it's such an interesting song is that it was a song that I didn't know what the name was. Even after we were done with it. We're done, the verses were done, Bella's hook was done, everything was done. We're mixing the song. I'm like, oh damn, what we couldn't call it? Because it didn't feel like I was saying one particular thing. So we just listened to the song and picked all the words that I said that we liked. We had a list, and Guy Man just snuck to the top. I think people call it different things. Like when they tried to listen, somebody said protocol.
I said protocol too.
Yeah, she said protocol.
Just the best.
Yeah, but Guy Man, she came through with that clutch name. Her name has been
You're welcome.
So somebody said Ayin-Lo. Yeah, so different things.
Interesting.
Yeah, but Guy Man stuck the most.
So now that you've dropped this single, are we going to expect like an album and something coming very soon?
You know, Nicole, I feel like I'm working on an album. I think I know that this is something that was meant to have dropped before, and people have their own timelines.
It's been like since 2018. Body of work.
Yeah, that's his facts. He's not even playing. He's giving me the receipts. But like for me, it's like this is the first time it felt like, okay, as I am recording, I'm working on an album. Before I felt like I was recording and just liking the little different things I was doing. But like now it feels like I'm working on something that has thematically in my mind connects. Even though it doesn't have this big through line like maybe Good Kid, Mad City, it still in my head connects. And so I'm racing desperately against time to get it ready for this year. But all I can say is I'm definitely working on an album.
I know you've like recorded a bunch of songs, and a lot of artists, they usually struggle with this as well. So like, when would you know that you're done? The album is finished.
I think for me at least, because I really want my album any album I drop needs to share some new insights about me from the last time you heard me on a project. Yeah, and that sometimes that life has to happen to you for you to kind of put it down. And then two, like I need to diversify, because rap music is very malleable and flexible. It goes on different sounds and things like that. But I also have to tell you the story. And once I feel like I've said enough, then I feel like it's done. But if it's an album where it's more like I'm just trying to put singles together, strong singles together, the album would have been done last year. But no, I think that it has to say something more. You have to leave with some kind of new insight. That's why I say lifelines. Like life music has to be inside it. So
like has to tell a story.
Yeah.
I truly feel that, because I feel like sometimes when you listen to an album, you can tell like, okay, yes, they're searching for a hit song.
Yeah.
Like with all the songs on the album, it's not really telling a story.
And the album sounds like more like hit song options. Like tell us the hit song on this record, as opposed to it telling you something.
Yeah. Listen, I can't wait for the album, man. It's been like 5 years. I know it's going to slap. 2018.
God, every time they say it, it kills me, man. But it's true, man. It's always long overdue. I will be honest. You know, big shout out to my lifelines. The people that support my music, I call them my lifelines. You know, it's important to me. I appreciate that.
That's nice. So anytime I think of like, you know, very, very prominent artists in the industry like yourself, I think, how would they sound on like other people's songs? Is there any song you listen to that like, if that was my song, I would have smashed that.
Right now? That's out right now?
That's out right now or wherever.
I like a bunch of songs that are out right now, but like songs that are kind of like blown me away. I think that I like Rema's Hove. But I think I'll have to say Tenny's No Days Off because I feel like that's where it feels like Guy Man to me. Guy Man was a different sound.
Yeah.
I feel like No Days Off is the most different sound out right now. And shout out to the collaboration you didn't expect, Tenny and Genio. You know, same way you didn't see Ladipoe and Bella. So I think that's why that connects.
I mean, that beat goes hard. You think you can ride that wave?
I mean, I know she did an open verse challenge. I just didn't have the time, but you know.
I mean, there's time right now.
You can make time.
Do you want to like?
Because I guess what I think about it is that even like Ladipoe type music, Ladipoe type verses will like fit into it. That's how I know that it would be something that would work.
You know why I know you will kill it? Because remember I told you the first time I heard you, that who you ever heard. I was like, bruh.
Nah, I went in on that one. I'm never gonna lie. You know how that thing even started is a tweet. Somebody tweeted at me like, "Yo, we need you on this," because they wanted their guy to rep. So I was like, and they put the guy's name in the verse as well. Sweet Steady hit me up on Twitter. Have you heard anyone like me?
So I feel like, you know, Ladipoe can drop a freestyle anytime he wants.
Oh my god!
Because he's Ladipoe. Am I wrong?
I did not know that this was the direction that we were.
I mean, am I wrong though? You can say.
You're definitely not wrong. I mean, I like to pick my moments, but yeah.
So do you feel like this is your moment?
I mean, the way you're setting it up.
I mean, making your moment
seems like no is not even.
I feel like no is not even an option. So we just, you know, premiered Guy Man right here on the Beat 99. I'm sure everyone is loving it. Every time you hear that song, how does it make you feel?
Yes, it makes me feel very energized.
Energized?
You know, and also but very big. Like even the first line last year, Flight Plans, is like an update. It's like I'm updating a crowd of people.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's like, okay, let's congregate. Well, what have you been doing last year? Flight Plans, World Tour, White Fans, Fine Babes, Meet Guy Man. You know, so it's like an update.
A little checklist. Yes. I love that. And I feel like it pumps you up to drop some rhymes.
One time.
So you ready?
Ready for it.
Are you ready to give me some bars?
We're still doing that.
We're still doing that. No, you think I forgot?
Jesus.
You think I forgot?
Oh,
Never. So you said you think you can drop some bars to Tenny's No Day Off, and I really want you to prove me wrong, because I think that sometimes this freestyle game, I'm like, it's a lie. It's a lie.
I feel like Ladipoe music will sound good on it. Ladipoe verses.
Yeah? Okay, let us check it out. Here is the instrumental, and let's see what you got.
Oh yeah, can we turn it up? Yeah. Okay. I know, I'm just trying to break the cycle. I'm playmaker for my life goals. Things ain't sliding back, they ain't black and white, they ain't half as bad as Michael. We got gang, 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 fire bend the light, ang, ang, ang. Bang, 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 now we laughing to the bang, bang, bang. They know they recognize face. You can never stop our drive, you're using second-hand brake. Every pastor that I meet just wants to give me handshake. How I turn one unbeliever into my current fan base. Understand the flow's crazy. Understand you call me baby. Ladipoe, you know, shake me. Yeah. Yeah, it sounds fresh. I think I sound good on it.
Sorry, like, because it's playing proper in my ear, so I'm like hearing word for word. I have to put my phone down and be like, wait, let me pay attention.
And I like it. I think that if I had time, I'd have done the No Days Off verse challenge.
Yeah?
Collected that bag, whatever I tell you, I would have collected it too. It's not as if because an artist is jumping on it, you know. I'm thinking of doing one for Guy Man as well.
Oh, you should.
Bro, I didn't even know when you stopped rapping. You were still talking. I was like, even when you're talking, it's like you're dropping lines.
You know, the thing about it is that it's so funny that I hear that so often that I now have to just believe it.
Mm-hmm. No, seriously, like you can definitely talk over like a beat, and I'm just like, wow, so inspirational.
Bro, because I didn't know when you stopped, man.
Crazy. Yeah, we do this.
That is fantastic. Well, Ladipoe, it's always a fantastic time every time you stop by. You're always giving us the vibe, giving us the energy, and we absolutely love you for that. So, we are, 6 months into 2023. What else can we expect for you for the rest of the year?
Man, I think this year is just going to be back to the basics, and that is dropping big music, dropping music videos, going out, celebrating those wins, working hard in the studio, and dropping more music. It's going to be one of those, just doing the work kind of years, I think, and this is a year of, I feel like it's the year of the lifelines. It's the year for the fan base that they can really beat their chest and say, I think my whole career has been like going from underrated to undeniable. And these are tags that I've never given myself. They're it's just there. That's the goalpost. So
do you do poetry?
No, I don't. Funny enough, I'm not really even into poetry. That's so funny. I don't read poetry.
I do feel like rap is a form of poetry.
That is it. It's rhythm and poetry. Literally.
That's fantastic. Yeah. But when you're not working, what are you doing?
That's, I've gotten that question for the last 3 days. And each time the answer is so sad. This is all I'm doing. I really have committed to music for the last, let's say, 3 to 4 years exclusively. And besides this family and maybe the occasional gym workout, this is literally all. And I'm looking forward to the time that I can say, okay, guys, we're taking a break. Mm-hmm. And that break, it won't be like one of those disappearing acts break. It's going to be a break to enjoy myself, and you'll see me enjoying myself. But the main thing is that I know I'm taking that break knowing I've dropped something really spectacular that I can be proud of. So let me put in that work and let me earn that rest. Then we'll go back again.
Because you do need a break. Fingers crossed, this fantastic work, which is a body of work, an album.
Yes.
I'm speaking on behalf of the Lifelines.
He's the one rhyming now.
It's going to come very soon.
Yeah.
Maybe before the end of the year.
Why are you putting a deadline on it?
This is how it starts. This is how it starts, and this is how people go from making demands to kidnapping. It's a very short.
It's giving pressure.
Don't worry, don't drop an album before the end of the year. We'll kidnap you again.
This is what I'm saying. It's a very short jump. It's a very short job.
Well, thank you so much, Ladipoe, for stopping by.
It's been a pleasure.
Always a fun time.
100.
So definitely, everybody listening right now, definitely go run up the numbers for Guy Man. It's a fantastic song, a different Ladipoe sound, but 100. Definitely one you need to get to know. So, any final message for your gang before you head on out?
Man, big shout out to everybody that has waited for the drop. Big shout out to everybody that has anticipated and sharing it. Guy Man is out right now. Features Bella Shmurda, produced by Banga. I'm really proud of this record. I want you to enjoy it. I want you to enjoy it in every environment and share it with people that you love. But you knew that. Thank you very much.
But you knew that. Absolutely love that. It is 2:34 on the Beat 99. Still got great music and great conversation all the way to 4 p.m. Here is the brand new single. Once again, Ladipoe featuring Bella Shmurda. This one is Guy Man. Stick around.
But you knew that.
It beats for my heart. Beat FM 99.9. You know that's what